Hey everybody, it's Gina back in the kitchen, and today we are going to make one of those classic American type dishes that a lot of people are going to come home and kind of put together after work, or at least I know we did where I lived. People come home from work and they're like, I'm tired, what are we making? Tonight, we're going to take some ground beef and make hamburger helper. And that is the Philly cheesesteak variety. If I can get this thing to pop open for me. There we go. So, I am still learning this new stove that we got the end of last week. So, we are going to do this together. Yeah. Now, I've obviously got the meat in. I'm going to wash my hands off. Okay, y'all, sorry, I touched where raw meat was and I needed to wash my hands. Okay, so to make the hamburger helper here that I have, you're going to need 1 pound, and those little chubs like I have is exactly a pound. You're going to need 1 pound of ground beef or turkey, and I would think that ground chicken or ground pork would work too in this. You also need 1.5 cups hot water and 1 1/4 cups of milk. And, of course, this. Now, Philly cheesesteak ain't quite a Philly cheesesteak without onions and peppers and mushrooms. So, on my board here, I have onions, peppers, and mushrooms that we are going to put in here with this ground beef, and we are going to kind of, you know, make this a little bit better. And in my microwave here in a minute, I am going to, when I get the pasta part of the meal in, I'll heat me up some steam me some broccoli. I have one of those little steamer things that you use in your microwave. So we're going to have some steamed broccoli to go with this. I do try to use vegetables with my meals. Anybody that's eaten at my house really knows that there's usually going to be a lot of vegetables, more vegetables than there are like pieces of meat. Vegetables are a lot cheaper way to eat and stuff. Meat's expensive. Dang, y'all. Everything's expensive to eat right now. I ain't complaining. At least we've got food to eat, right? Yes and amen. Food to eat and that kind of stuff. And we have a really modest food budget at my house and stuff. So we don't spend $1,000+ a month on groceries or anything like that. I know some of the larger channels do have larger families, and they'll spend $1,000 or $1,500 a month on just groceries and necessities. We're nowhere close to that. Gina don't roll like that. Gina ain't got that kind of money. So we keep ours small and modest, and yeah, that's just how it is here. And y'all see that I do get stuff from the food pantry. We aren't wealthy people. In fact, if y'all would like to see me go and do a grocery shop for what you would normally get in like my food pantry box from the one here in my town where I live. The small box y'all saw me last month was in the neighboring town, and they serve the whole county. So if you want to see what you would get from my town and stuff where I live, let me know, and I will go out and try to price everything out with what we normally would get and that type of stuff, because I know the quantities and all that. I've been there enough that I know exactly how much of each item you would get. Unfortunately, Gina has had enough experience in that area to kind of know what they give and stuff. Now in the summer and in the fall, when the produce is coming in, they'll put that out extra in addition to what you would normally get in your food box and stuff, and that's always a good thing, because you get like butternut squash, acorn squash, spinach, greens. I love greens. If somebody's like, you want some kale, you want some collards and mustards or turnip greens, heck yeah, I want those. I love those things. They're good. If you cook them right, they're good. Let's put it that way. Now, instead of putting oil in here to cook these vegetables in, I'm using the grease off the hamburger meat. More flavor. And it saves me having to use oil of some sort. Instead of the onions going to be a little bit of runaways and not getting the pan, but I will get these picked up, and we're going to get these in the pan so that we can eat this good food tonight. Yeah, I've been trying to pick up some produce, but it's like anymore, if you pick up produce in 2 days, it's like going bad. It's horrible right now. Is that the... Y'all tell me if it's that way in y'all's areas too. If, you know, you order like fresh peppers, if they're like starting to wilt in 2 days, or they're starting to wilt when you get them, and that kind of stuff. It's just bad right now. Now mushrooms and stuff you can buy in a can. I just happen to have these and stuff. So, and you can freeze bell peppers and onions. For those of y'all that did not know that, you can chop them up and freeze them, and they do turn out just fine if you do that, especially in a dish like this. Now, are they going to be like they were when you didn't have them in the freezer? No, but will they do to cook with? Yes. We have done that many a time at my household. And I am wanting to, I guess, try to do my best to make sure we get plenty of vegetables and stuff. Right now it's April, into April 2022 for when I'm filming this video and stuff. Just so y'all have a reference. Today is like the 25th. Yeah, today's the 25th of April, 2022. I have the reason I was looking up to that direction is because I have a calendar over there that I can look at and stuff. So today is the 25th of April, 2022. Food prices are just going to get higher. If y'all have the extra money at all where you can do this, please try to stock up. Even if it's just getting you an extra week or two of food available, because right now with the price of everything and the shortages going on, we are going to, I have a feeling, see harder times than we already have, you know, before it gets better, unfortunately. This stuff, y'all, is smelling really good. Super good. In fact, I am going to see if I can get some help and get me a garden put out this year. It's hard for me to get out in the yard and stuff and tend to things, but it would save me a lot of money and stuff. Plus, it would give me produce to can with, and I do have the stuff already to can with. I've known how to can for a long time, and I've canned stuff throughout the years, and you know, it will keep you going when you have to, you know. Right now, y'all are seeing you can't always depend on stuff being at your local grocery store and stuff. I'm going to try to get another episode of the grocery store items to, you know, for the items that y'all said that y'all bought frequently. So I'm going to try to check out Family Dollar, Dollar General. In fact, I'll see if I can check out Dollar Tree and see if they have any of the items. Dollar Tree, for those of y'all outside of the United States, is just like a discount store and stuff, where everything is $1.25. It's not actually $1 anymore. For years and years it was $1. Now it's $1.25. Inflation. But we will see what we can do, and we will be trying to use the same measure, I guess, across the board at all stores. Like a gallon of milk, a dozen eggs, a loaf of bread, you know, like a 18-ounce loaf. That's what is typical here in the U.S., or at least on the East Coast, because I've lived up, you know, kind of in two different places on the eastern side of the country. So, y'all, this right here smells really good. Really, really good. And that's just got, you know, a few little vegetables. Now, at this point, that's going good. I am going to go ahead and start putting in the liquid. It calls for 1 1/4 cups of milk. I'm using whole milk. If y'all don't know what that is, it's like, here it's called vitamin D milk. It's just the kind that's got more fat in it. That's all it is. It just tastes better. And it keeps longer. It keeps fresh longer. I need 1.5 cups of hot water. And just so y'all know, yes, I use water straight out of the tap for this. I don't have one of those water filtration systems on there. It's just plain city municipal water. So, we're going to kind of stir that around. Get all this stuff mixed together. And I am going to put the sauce mix and the pasta in here. There's a little bit of those French fried onions in the can, like that kind, like the ones you use on green bean casseroles and stuff at the holidays. So, this is the sauce packet. Trying to look to see if they still have that. They used to put that down in there. Well, hey, No, I guess they don't anymore, but I'll end up putting some on mine. I've got some of those. I normally keep the French fried onion type things. I love them in different things. All right. Now, my box here will go in the recycling. I don't just toss those into the trash can. Tins that have vegetables or fruit or whatever, I also put those in the recycling. Where I live, you when you purchase water or soda or anything along that line. Now, I was raised in the South, and I call every kind of stuff that's carbonated, that comes, that's cola of some sort, I call them Cokes. I mean, that's just how I grew up referring to everything, but those are nickel deposits, so you pay a nickel when you get them, and you get a nickel back when you take them back. So anyway, that right there is what we do. We do recycle them, though. I just take them back and get the deposit back. Now, all we've got to do is bring this up to a boil, and then reduce the heat, cover, and simmer for about 10 minutes and stuff. And that's just to get the pasta good and tender. We'll have leftovers of this because obviously I had quite a lot of vegetables and stuff that I put in there. Extra that it doesn't call for, but it just tastes good that way and stuff. Now, if you were wanting to make this and put extra cheese on top, that would be good. My husband doesn't like a lot of cheese and stuff on everything. But when we get this done to that point, I will be back and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, y'all. Dinner is ready. We have got our hamburger helper with the onions and bell peppers and mushrooms. We have some broccoli, and then we have some carrots. That's basically our dinner for tonight and stuff. As you see, I have plenty of vegetables and that kind of thing served tonight. You know, this should be pretty good. I am going to put some French fried onions on the top of mine, and I'll be ready to go. As always, if you haven't already, click like, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.